her den sidste uge, der har vi fået mere og mere frost, så nu er søerne ved at fryse til. Så, og de har lovet sne næste uge, så vinteren er på vej. Der er sne på toppene derude. Men det er lidt svært at vise, der er lidt mørkt endnu.
Det er et år siden, vi var hos dig jo.
Ja.
Og det passede med, at...
Men det er faktisk vejret er næsten ligesom, da I var her.
Ja. Altså, jeg kan huske, det kom i efterårsferien, der kom der sne.
Ja. Men I nåede da også at få lidt sne, da I kom, så det er lige samme tidspunkt og samme vejrfænomen, der er lige pt.
Ja. Vi har fået lidt sne i toppen af fjellene, bjergene. Men intet sne har vi fået i bygd endnu.
Jeg skriver lige til Maja.
Ja.
Men,
om vi ska ta några anteckningar nu så är det bra om någon av er gör det. För att om jag ska skriva dem så kommer de att bli med på videon.
Nogle anteckningar?
Ja, i det här meetinget Tällberg 2017, programmet som vi har idag.
Jeg forstod det.
Vil du skrive i programmet? Eller?
Nej, det var det här som ligger som Toril skickade till oss. Det var det sista 5 minuterna när vi bestämde i Tällberg vad vi skulle göra idag.
Ja, det var det Lisbeth har sendt ud.
Ja, exakt. Och
ja, det var solrosskrift för oss. Men är det?
Om någon av er kan skriva där så behöver inte jag skriva. För om jag skriver så kommer det att bli inspelat på den här videon också. Då kommer
det är rigtigt. Jag tänkte bara att vi inte behövde det fordi at du skriver. Fordi du optager det. Så det är referatet.
Ja, okay.
Men jeg skriver bare noter.
Ja, precis.
Men vi skal jo nok gøre det på engelsk så jo.
Ja.
Det kan oversættes.
Så ni kan fortsætte at skrive i samma dokument.
Ja, hun finder det nu.
Dokumentet ligger der op til højre.
Ja.
Men du har det.
Jamen, jeg kan komme på nettet.
Jag ser att Signe är inloggad här.
Hvad har jeg?
Ja, det er dig, der er logget ind. Jeg forstår egentlig ikke problemet.
Vi forstår det ikke, Peter. Hvad er det, vi skal?
Jo, om ni vill ta anteckningar så kan ni skriva dem i det här dokumentet som ligger
det är riktigt.
i chatten här.
We will do that.
Yes.
Och då när jag går in i det dokumentet så ser jag att Signe finns där men ingen annan av er.
Du mener, vi skal skrive direkte i dokumentet, mens vi er der. Jamen, så er jeg jo nødt til at prøve at komme på nettet.
För att om jag ska skriva så kommer ju allt jag gör på min datorskärm att bli video. Då är det bättre att någon av er skriver så kan jag ha er i bild på videon istället. För jag har bara en skärm.
Med om det kommer op i videoen. Nu, det er fordi vi er ikke så tekniske, Peter. Det går lidt langsomt.
Ja.
Og så forstår vi heller ikke svensk. Jammer.
Hvor har du lagt? Når du lagde den der, ja. Men den kan jo ikke ligge her.
Ja, men nu skriver vi fælles i det. Nu skriver jeg i den online. Se, nu er jeg også på, ikke?
Kan du se, Lisbeth?
Ja.
Ja.
Nu skrev jag någonting där.
Ja. Hej.
Og så har han skrevet dernede.
Hej. Hvor er du god. Vi er så nem at begejstre.
Ja. Nu er jeg ikke med.
Han har sat de der links ind i referatet fra Talberg, som ligger inde, hæftet ved det her møde, inde i kalenderen.
Kan du finde det? Kan du?
Ja, nu.
Nu er du der.
Ja.
Og så kan du se, at jeg laver noget her.
Ja.
Ja, før valget.
Så kan vi alle sammen sidde og skrive samtidig.
Ja.
Ja, flot.
Och jag spelar in video.
Godt.
In English.
Og der er ikke svar fra Majra, så hun er nok bare ikke online. Jeg kan se, at hun har været aktiv på nettet eller i Facebook for 4 timer siden. Så der er ikke noget der.
Hvilken tid er det hos hende?
Det er et par timer siden. Hun er et par timer tidligere.
Ja, okay.
Hun er 1 time foran os.
Okay.
Så hun har frokostpause.
Ja, hun er 3 timer foran mig.
Godt, men skal vi bare starte?
Ja, det tror jeg.
Ja.
Skal det vel?
Det vi havde aftalt var jo,
Då
at
tar vi det på
her i dag,
engelska så att de som tittar på videon sen förstår vad vi säger.
Så skal det være engelsk.
yes.
Yes. Let's start the meeting.
Yes.
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 Okay, so what we talked about was the idea of this meeting was kind of to find out, did we do anything from the last time? Do we have any problems in making those sites that we started in Tellberg? And so should we take a round to see where are the different countries in their work? Valgadur?
Nada. We have had really tight schedule this autumn. My house is full of activities, but we have talked about it. We kind of know what we want, how we want to have it, but we have not reached that far to do very much. So we have not reached our goals.
Has not actually worked on the project, but you talked a lot about it.
We have talked about how we want to have those sites, and not just talked about the project, but talked about how we want to do it and where to find materials. But we have decided that every single Friday before lunch we will give us time to work on this year after.
That's a good work. That's good work. So you did something.
But we have had certainly, this maybe not in this project, but we have had certainly a full house of foreigners who wants to learn Icelandic. We have it has been full house of work, and we have having in the distance learning university. So I have been meetings. So we have actually don't have so much time to just sit in this project.
I think you will have time for it. Actually, just putting up the site is not a big deal. Once you can just remember how we did it, and then you start up your site, and then we can help each other with the technical stuff and the content of the site. That must be up to you and your colleagues to fill that with good stuff. But I will be
the good thing that comes sometimes when you are so late doing the things. We are working on a new homepage. Our homepage has been destroyed. It was hacked, and then we are working on a new one. And I think I'm finding a contact with a lady who works homepage in WordPress. So this delay, something good comes out of it, because then we could join those two activities and get a little bit help from our survivor.
That's very good. Then you can have it hosted, so you don't have to. So you can have the paid WordPress where you can do a bit more. I guess you could just host it the same place as this lady will host hers.
Yeah, I have to take a decision if I want to host it at theirs or keep it where it is hosted now. And next week will be making a contract and what's in it, and how much I will pay, and how much I get for it.
The actual hosting is not expensive.
Oh no, that's not no, it's very cheap.
And you actually do not need to host it for this purpose, but if you have other purposes, so you might have to host it for other reasons, but not for this reason. You could use the free version for this.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was just thinking that when they get this other hosting, they might as well just put this one onto it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's a good idea.
And we don't have any people technicals in our workplace. If we want to have something done, we have to buy for every single minute you get help. So you all work in a bigger organizations where there are technicals in the workplace. But that's ours. We have a contract to a company at the other side of the street, and we pay for everything they do for us.
But then it definitely would be very good to do it in WordPress, because you will have you'll be able to do a lot of things yourself. That was
the positive part of when I've been searching for someone to do this homepage. So there are two good points there. She does it in WordPress, and she doesn't cost 3 million kroner as the others I talked to.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 million kroner and make it into your, and you find out that's not cheap.
3 million?
3 million Icelandic kroners.
How much is that?
How much in Danish?
You divide by 12,
made
isn't
of
it?
gold?
You divide
diamonds,
by
maybe.
12, 13, yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, Finn is in the picture now.
Yes. We are also in a transition phase. The internet cable from Iceland has finally reached the Sisimiut. And we will get some faster internet before Christmas. And in that respect, we are also going to be changing our server structure so that our locations in Nuuk will be on the same server here in Sisimiut. And because we are getting new servers, we are also going to be making a new homepage. And we are transitioning to WordPress, because that will give some of the teachers that have to do some adjusting of the homepage on a regular basis will be able to do that easily. And on top of that, we are on the verge of hiring an IT apprenticeship. So where the guy's main focus is going to be to develop the new homepage for the school, but also to accommodate the NordPlus project. And the teachers have been looking at the setup, but have not finalized anything yet because they're waiting for the new IT guy. And we are on the verge next week. We start with all our students coming in for a 20-week period. So they are a bit hung up, but we talked about it maybe not next week, but the next week in 14 days, we will take up again, and then we will send our version of what we think should be on the homepage from our side. So a lot of things happening on the WordPress front anyway.
Shouldn't we hire Peter to have a WordPress teaching in each or every place for the people around us?
Yeah.
That wasn't funny, wasn't it?
Peter, the traveling consultant.
Yes. But he doesn't have to travel so much. See how well it goes. Distance learning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, should we tell about how far Denmark has got? Nada. We haven't had time to do anything other except that we had a meeting with our colleagues who are working with these things, with the content. So ours is not exactly as you say, Peter. Once the technical thing is not the big thing. The big thing is the content. It's what we should put into it. So we've been talking about what kind of structure to make and what's needed for our side. And they're very interested, which we were happy to see that because there's already a group who's working on these things at our place, and they might have thought that we were interfering, but they were really happy to get this new tool, it seems like. So that was a good thing. But apart from that, apart from having that meeting with them, we haven't done that much.
No. But
that was good.
But now also the colleagues, they were so interested that they would like to go to Peter in Sweden and maybe see how they do things in Dalarna, and that could be interesting. So we're trying to maybe search for some money, just maybe to have an exchange for Sweden.
Yeah, we're talking about
our colleagues. Yeah.
Asking NordPlus for mobilities.
There is something in Erasmus called job shadowing.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And I talked to Henrik about this, and he says it always looks good if a new project comes out of an old project. So
that's good.
So that's probably going to be fine.
But that's
the future.
Yeah. But we also have the contents discussed with those the colleagues, and I think they saw the light in this way of working. So that's a good point.
And we presented it to our boss, and he loved the idea, which is very good too.
Yeah.
As I told you before the meeting started, I told you that I'm right now working on an education material for, I call it in Swedish, blended learning I praktiken, blended learning in everyday use, or how you could translate it maybe, where the student or the teachers in this case will learn how to apply blended learning in their everyday work, creating school tasks for students, and also how to solve the tasks for the student, and how you can grade them in different ways, formative and summative grading, and in this material my aim is to make clear how you can do it in a way that works for you, and show good examples of that it really does work. That's my aim with this material. And I will use this material in the future to just to educate teachers, actually.
And that is in the distant learning, then we could maybe sign up for one of your courses. Yeah?
Could be a good idea. So I have 2 colleagues, not in Dalavux, but my previous colleagues from different jobs. One is what I don't know the English term for it. Första lärare.
Head teacher.
Head teacher, yes. And the other one is an ICT pedagogue, and we are working together actually to bring out this material. So we have 3 different competences creating these materials together.
Sounds exciting.
I think it will be. I hope it will be.
It sounds exciting because as now here where we are in this summer house area, and the teachers from the secondary and primary and secondary school, they are all collected here together, and they are studying all kinds of things. They were learning how to read stars yesterday or last night. Now they are learning about how to teach children to write a book or use writing, and afterwards I can't remember, but they are having small courses here until 3 o'clock today, and I think that is an excellent idea, Peter, that some teaching, some lessons could be part or distance learning as well.
Yes. My material is actually both the physical teaching in combination with the distance learning, which makes blended learning. That's my focus on this material, the combination between those two, how you can combine them in a good way to make blended learning successful for you.
Of course.
But
Sounds really good.
I'm having the headmaster of the school coughing here in next room, and I think he hear what we are talking. Maybe we could make something out of it for next year.
Yes, would be nice. It's very good actually for us here in this team to learn from other countries and get other aspects of things, to bring those aspects and views in from other countries, so that we
into
can
reality
make this
as well.
richer material that is more globally useful, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Because we do things maybe one way here and you do things other ways, so I think it's a win-win.
Yeah, I agree. Lars, hast du noch mehr gemacht? Hast du mehr?
Tag noget hostesaft.
Hvad siger du?
Tag noget hostesaft.
Hvad siger du, Signe?
Jeg siger, at han skal have noget hostesaft.
Han skal have noget hostesaft. Moet du have hostesaft, siger du? Han har studieår, Signe. Han kommer til skolen hele vinteren. Så han er som børn i børnehaven. Han bliver syg. Det er faktisk min første kollega fra Vestmøllerne, da jeg begyndte at undervise der.
Okay, so next on the agenda, we wrote what problems did we encounter. I think we already covered it, but from us, I would say that I think more than ever we realized how difficult it will be to structure the content and find out what's going to be in this site. That's the real big job, not so much the technical stuff. I think when we wrote problems here, we thought about the technical problems. I think the content problems are going to be bigger.
Think of it this way: the content now will change over time. So you have a starting point for your content right now, and in the future, this site needs to be updated as things change all the time, and the needs change maybe also.
So we just have to try it out, and then start with something, and then
I think
maybe delete something.
What you should think, you should sit down and think about what does your students need in the first place. what is your most important or most vital needs, and concentrate on that, and then you can translate that to distance or handheld e-learning, and the questions and the things that you need to work with in this field. I think that's the first thing you need to do. You
I
cannot
agree,
change
Peter,
the
but I
world
think
in a few months, or you just have a good starting point from your students. I think that's easier for you if you do it that way.
I agree, Peter, but I think there are two things that is stopping us. That's we are afraid of the technique. We are not so afraid working with the subject what to do, what do the pupils or the learners, what do they want, because we are all day, all long thinking about that, but the technique is something we have been afraid of, and we haven't
So
reached.
you're more afraid of the technique.
You are also, yeah.
And
Maybe we have been, we should have talked earlier to you, Peter. Peter, help, can you help us?
I was wondering, when you visited Lena's workplace, the school, and talked to Evi, what did she tell you? Did she talk about what they have learned, or how they implemented their knowledge in their classroom, or what did she talk about?
How they implemented it. She showed us what she does in the classroom and how she does it.
How does she do it?
So that was very inspiring to us, because it was the practical way to see it,
Because she's a teacher
more
as
than
well.
the technical. So this was just how can you really use it in every day. It was very good. And she was very happy about the tools that she'd learned to use.
Yeah.
But she didn't talk so much about the technique or anything.
No,
It was
because
the everyday.
that question is, once you start working with it, the technical stuff will just fall in the right place, and you will just focus on not how to use it, but what to use it for instead.
Yeah.
Not the technical issues, because
Yeah,
once you start
exactly.
it,
Because the
that's it.
technical
It's
things
really not a
seemed
big
to be
deal.
just every day for her. It was nothing special.
Yeah, and that's
So,
where we want to be
yeah.
in the near future. And that's the aim of all this, to bring teacher the knowledge to do that by themselves, so they can feel confident in creating good learning materials and good ways of working with their students. And I think that Evi is there. She is there right now. She's beginning to be there.
Yeah, but she said she's been doing this for about 2 years, and now she's finally reach a point where she use it as a tool in her everyday teaching.
She attended my workshops for 2 years. I
We
think we
should
had
have
about
the opportunity to meet
35
her as well.
workshops or something.
I said we should have had the opportunity to meet her as well.
Yes.
But you didn't want to stay.
You could have stayed.
I couldn't.
That's what we were talking about. A good idea to ask for mobilities to come and see some practical stuff. In fact, job sharing. So that's the next, not the next
But
project
that
in this.
might be one thing to bring into the next project, is maybe it's not always possible to meet all these good examples for real, but maybe we could work on some kind of film material that like a documentary or something that brings all these good examples in our near area to the picture, to the film, and showing and telling, and like in a documentary way. I don't know.
Oh, so you think a new NordPlus project where we make a documentary about implementing all these things in our... That would be very good.
I don't know. That's just an idea.
It's a good idea.
Because in a film you can share it everywhere, and you don't need to bring people. It costs a lot of money to bring people to places, and it takes time. And sometimes it's very good. It's much better than to just meet virtually, but more often it's not possible. What do you say, Finn?
Yeah, and I think also that in a film you can then, it's easier to edit and put in the stuff that you need or change it on the way before it's presented.
Maybe that would be a good thing for a project, to travel around to our countries in this project and bring in the good examples from each place in the same documentary. I don't know.
That could be fun.
That could be fun. It's a
Yeah.
big teamwork, because
I can't
making a
spell
movie is not. It
Techniques.
takes a lot of work and time, and takes a lot of knowledge and planning to make a script and have a story to tell and do it in a good way. But I think maybe if we would like to leave some strong traces from this project in the future, that could be one good way of doing it.
Yeah.
But in order to do that, we have to come a little bit further in the project, so we have something to show.
Yes, so it'll take some time before we are ready.
That project could be a project over time, maybe a year, I don't know. It takes some time to plan and do things, and maybe we will have a year to do this, and it might be possible to do it in a year. If you think that's a good idea and we can get some money for it.
Yeah,
Is next applying in October, Lisbeth?
I think so.
Yeah.
But maybe
Well,
it's
then
too early to really make a documentary at that time. I don't know. Because, of course, we could make ask for a 2-year project, and then the beginning of it would be how to do it, and then actually doing it at the end.
I think if that is something you would like to do, it would be very good to have a starting point where we start filming, to collect film material for the documentary, because it's important to have, in the beginning of the documentary, we need to be quite close to the starting point of the project, so we can follow the when we are developing.
Baseline.
Yeah.
From scratch to... Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I'm thinking loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really good idea.
We're fantasizing.
Yes. But right now we have some other things to do. But,
Yes.
if that's a good idea, then we should start thinking about that right now too, because now is the time to start planning for it.
Now we think about it, and then we talk more about it in Norway, maybe.
In Norway. But it sounds very well to me. It sounds like a music in my ears, learning by doing.
Mm-hmm. We could use the same team as we are here. Since I'm doing a lot of film, I can supervise it and so on. The filming bit of it, but there's a lot of things that all of you could do and contribute with, and we need to have it from you to make it possible.
Yes, so you supervise it, but everybody will film in their own country with their own.
I can come and film too, and you can film too, but the filming part of it is just one little part of the whole thing. The film project is a lot more, because there we need to bring in your knowledge, your experiences. You need to be on film, talk to the film, to the camera, and you need to show us around. We need to go to your best practices and show them and bring them in to interviews and stuff like that. So there's a lot of work around the actual filming. That's much more work than just the filming.
Like this, well, there's a lot more work than just the techniques, all the content, It's always like that.
To write a story, actually. To write a story and make a script out of it. And a storyboard that when the actual filming takes place, the filmer needs to know exactly what to film and when and where.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fun idea.
You can think about it.
Yeah. Okay, so we got nothing more on our agenda, on our official agenda for today. So, do we have any other things we should?
Next time we meet, when is that, and what should we do then?
That's that is in fact the only thing we scheduled is what's it called, Norway.
I think we should have 1 or 2 hangouts meeting before that.
I think it's a good idea because hangout is where things. That's what up to.
Yeah, it's a good
up
idea.
to scratch.
Yeah.
You get the feeling, go girl, go. You haven't done anything.
Exactly. Yeah. So when should we talk about? Sometime in November? No, December. I was thinking of beginning of December.
Maybe.
I got holidays in November.
Ooh. You get what?
Holidays in November.
Holidays in November. Where are you now going?
I'm going to Lesotho.
Ooh. Lesotho.
Where's that?
Skal hygge.
Africa.
Africa. From the 2nd of November to the 16th of November. So it could be. I think first week.
We lost you.
Terrible.
We lost your sound from Denmark.
Sorry, we lost you. You lost our sound.
Yes, now you're back. So can you say that once more?
Is it back?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you?
Well, I was just saying, beginning of December would be good.
Tuesday.
Maybe
Yeah,
Tuesday.
Early December, because we are having a lot of exams during that time. So, but yeah, early December, sorry, would be
The 5th of December, in the same time as this.
December 5.
Yeah, on Tuesday. It's a Tuesday.
Finn, do you like
9
to
o'clock,
meet
yeah.
a little bit later?
No, it's fine. No, if it's as long as it's not earlier.
Well, we can make it an hour later if it's better.
No, this is fine. Or what about Myra? When does it fit her? Maybe.
I think it would be good for her at this time too, because it's kind of middle of the day.
But isn't she on a lunch break or something? You said, or
I don't know. She just
don't
doesn't
know.
answer. She might have forgotten.
We never know.
If we just put it in the calendar, then she will get an invitation. Then she could just. We can do that.
But the time is the same hour as today is fine with me.
Okay.
At the start of December, the 5th.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Peter, is it okay with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, I can see I already made.
He's so quick.
No,
I
I didn't.
already
Oh, you did.
The time will change. The time will change now in October, isn't it? It's 2 hours between us now. It will be 1 hour in December.
But we all change time, don't we?
No, we don't.
Oh. You out of the zone.
So 9 o'clock, if you are going to have it 9 o'clock, your time, it's 8 o'clock in ours.
Is that okay?
No, we are meeting at work. 10 o'clock sounds better in my ears.
But isn't that a problem for Finn?
Then
Well,
Time
that's
change.
fine with me. It's any time, as long as it's not earlier than today, then, and I know it in advance, it's no problem.
I can't find out how it is when we change to summertime, winter time here. I have
9
no idea.
o'clock, 9 o'clock today at my time when I started the meeting, it was 11 at your time.
And you say when it's winter time, then what happens?
Okay, if it's 9 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock your time. Just don't forget to have that in mind that you are changing time.
Is it better to our time 12?
I'm just reminding you that if we say same time as today, it can't be. It won't happen
Finn,
because of time changing.
do you have the same time as Nuke?
No,
Yes.
Jeg kan ikke gennemskue det.
This is a good one.
I never understood.
the clock is 9:59 my hour now.
Yes,
9:54. I was going to say.
it's 7:54, but what will happen when we change to summer to winter time?
I think the only thing that is the difference is valgdagur. For us, it will be the same.
Yeah.
As long as it's not before 8 o'clock my time in the morning, I'm happy.
Jamen, så skal det være senere, ja. So should we say 12 o'clock daily time?
12 o'clock your time.
12 o'clock our time?
Yes, 11 at ours, it's fine.
Do we have the same time as you in Denmark?
Yes.
Yeah. So 12.
Is that fine with everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, then it'll be 8 o'clock for me, and that's fine.
That's
Is it
right.
okay?
So the meeting starts right now.
Yeah, it's the same time as now.
Because I can see the watch on your wall. Behind you, Finn. You have a clock on the wall.
Yes.
You think?
Finn, we at
Oh,
my...
it seems like two of us have put it in the calendar. And har skrevet det. Jeg har skrevet det.
Så, er vi klar
Ja.
med det?
Ja. Nu udløber min parkering.
Ja.
Så.
Du har holdt op med at filme møder, der du ikke, Petter.
Jag har filmat mötet.
Du må sluta nu.